Kelly, for taking the time and sharing.
Thank you for asking me, Michelle. You can hear me. I'm on.
Perfect. Yes,
Okay.
perfect.
So I'm so excited to share, and I'm so thankful for you, Michelle, and all the time you've put in. But I'm a homeschooling mom of 11 kids, and that's a story for another day. But just suffice it to say, in that department, we are very rich, and but we haven't been financially speaking. So I want to say that first of all, I have a rock star husband who works so hard, and this story is really about him because I've watched him work so hard for most of our married lives. He's self-employed. He's a home builder. And so between that being, off and on, and then the economy in the last few years, I've just watched him work. There was a time in our marriage, he was working 3 jobs. He was getting up at 4 a.m. and going to a chicken plant to pick up dead chickens. And then he was going to work, and then he was getting off work and delivering pizza until 11 o'clock. And that was our lives. And there was a fire that lit in me at that point. And I knew that I wanted to help him not to be able to have to grind like that and then still feel the stress of it not being enough. And I can relate to what Jess said another webinar where I have been a no mom for so long, and everything in our lives have been defined by not having enough money and being stressed. Every little thing that we spent money on, I had to think that that was coming from a bill that needed to be paid. So I set out 20 years ago to try to find a way to earn money online. I knew there was a way, and I've done everything. I've done a blog. I've been blogging for 17 years. I've created ebooks and sold them. I have created skin products and sold them. I've been an Amazon affiliate. There's not a lot I haven't tried, but it's never been substantial. Had an Etsy shop for 8 years, just closed it down 2 weeks ago. But it's never been substantial, a few hundred here, maybe 1,000 this year, whatever. And so I finally said, I'm going to make one last ditch effort. And I had seen people online making money in the digital space. And I started watching, and what I was seeing was that they were creating these amazing courses, these amazing sales funnels, the high ticket items, and then that's how they were making the money. And I thought, that's the ticket. The only thing is, I thought you had to create it yourself. And so I did. I created a homeschooling course, spent a year. It took me so much time, energy, money. It was such a big project. And I got it all finished. I kept telling my husband, this is going to be the thing. I promise, honey, it's going to be his body's like getting tired in construction. I'm like, I'm going to bring you home so you can just work on the projects you love. Well, that didn't work either. I sell a few courses a month at $50 each. So you can do the math on that. And so I just decided I was a failure at making money online. I told him that. I said, I have failed. I've tried everything and I have failed. But then late October, this past October, he came to me and said, I need you to understand something. We're behind on our mortgage, like really behind. And I just thought, I just wanted to crumble in the floor. Like, I had tried everything already, and he's working as hard as he can. Like, what are we going to do? And I just started to pray. And the Lord has always been faithful to provide for us through these hard times. But I said, Lord, you know where we are, and I need an answer. And it was just a few days later that a lady that was on a homeschooling Facebook group, Desleen, if she's out there, hello, Desleen, just asked me a homeschooling question. And I just popped over to her page because I like to see who I'm talking to. And I saw the 10K to 30-day profit. And I thought that was, probably too good to be true, but it intrigued me. I clicked on it, and I didn't immediately jump in, but the more I thought about it, it just kept coming up, and I felt like it was the answer the Lord had for us. And so I jumped in. And as soon as I got in the program, I knew this is it. This is the thing I've been looking for. After I created my course, I said, to my husband, what I want is somebody just to do it for me. Like, I'm tired. I just want a high converting product that I know works, that I just can share. And then I didn't even know about master resale rights. So to find that was just amazing to me. And I think we're 40 days in, and I'm at $14,800 today. And I recapped, by the way, when I found it, I thought, I don't have $900. I mean, we're super late on our mortgage. We don't have the money. I robbed Peter to pay Paul and used the payment plan, and that was the only way I made it work. But it was so worth the investment because I'm in a completely different place. Our family's in a completely different place now. And let me throw this in. My first why was to help my husband, to help him, this man who had been so faithful and so hardworking for us. My second why, or now maybe it's my first why, about 12 years ago, our home was hit by a tornado and we lost everything. And over the course of the next year, we had so many people from all over the country help us rebuild, finance our rebuild, and just we were the recipients of what I believe was just God's love and mercy. And we sat there one day during that time when people were just pouring out to us. And my husband said, I want to be here. I want to be financially free to be able to give back the way that we have been given to. And so that's what I'm so excited about now, is just to be able to give back. And we're here, we're doing it. And my encouragement for people who are already in the program, for one thing, you may not make the progress as quickly as some of us made. And by the way, there are a lot of people doing a lot more than I am in 40 days. So it's everybody's journey is different. But just be consistent, stay the course, and it will happen for you. And for those on the fence, I would say I was skeptical a little bit too. I couldn't afford it either. And it's the best decision I ever made. Just don't think, once you're in the community and you have the training, and Michelle is so great, and they don't leave you alone. You're not alone. And so as soon as you get inside the training, you will know that you've made the right decision. So I'm just so thankful.